You probably know from experience that siblings are not genetically identical to their parents or to each other, except, of course, for identical twins. That's because when organisms reproduce sexually, some genetic shuffling occurs, bringing together new combinations of genes.
Once again, I'll chop out the lengthy for example and just point out the apparently not obvious enough. Shuffling is not creating. The genes being shuffled already exist. New genes are not created, only new arrangements of already existing genes. Put 1,000 monkeys in a big room and have them shuffle 1,000 decks of cards around the clock as often as they can. And do you know what you'll have after 1,000 years? You'll have 1,000 dead monkeys. But I can tell you what you won't have, even if the monkeys were immortal. You'll never have the ArchDuke of Hearts.
This shuffling is important for evolution because it can introduce new combinations of genes every generation.
This is true. It's also true that the plastic bit at the end of a shoelace is called an aglet. Also, the hummingbird is the only animal that can fly backwards. What all of these true statements have in common is that they will never turn bacteria into wolves and cabbages. If you check the title of the Understanding Evolution team's webpage, it's called Evolution 101, which implies that they will provide information about evolution. Yet here we are wasting yet another page talking about fun science trivia, which will never make anything evolve. I'm trying to be patient here, but this is like asking for directions from someone who refuses to talk about anything but the weather. I don't care if it might rain tonight. I've got reservations at Claim Jumper. They have a piece of chocolate cake nearly 2 feet tall. Just point north and let me get on my way. When shown the Queen of Hearts, Evolution says, this card did not have a designer. It arose by unguided natural processes. When asked for proof, it shuffles the deck, deals a few hands and says, see how the 5-card hands are all different? Look what shuffling can create. After a few rounds, you may notice that some of the cards are damaged and discolored, or that you no longer have all 52 cards. At this point, Evolution victoriously declares, see, the deck has changed suit frequency. Clear evidence that the Queen of Hearts had no designer, but came about through random, accidental changes. And then they mock the creationists.